Olivia Ann Jansen was born on December 22nd, 2016, in Kansas City, Kansas, just 3 days before Christmas. Her blue-green eyes could light up any room. Her biological parents had separated before her birth. For most of her early life, Olivia lived with her paternal grandparents, where she was surrounded by love and safety. She was loud, happy, and carefree. She loved Frozen, Trolls, and Peppa Pig. Pink was her favorite color. She hugged with her whole body. In 2019, Olivia's life changed. Her biological father, Howard Jansen III, decided he wanted his daughter back. The grandparents had no legal custody. Howard had met Jacqueline Kirkpatrick, known as Jackie. They moved in together with their combined children. On social media, they looked like a happy family planning a July 4th wedding. But after Olivia moved in, the once talkative girl became quiet and anxious. The light in her eyes began to fade. Neighbors rarely saw Olivia outside. When they did, her face looked sad. Grandmother Elizabeth noticed the most disturbing change. When Olivia visited, she refused to leave. She would cling to Elizabeth and ask heartbreaking questions. "Do you love me? Are you mad at me? Will I come back?" Elizabeth had known Howard for decades. She told authorities he had become increasingly aggressive, once needing restraint from harming pets during rage fits. On February 28, 2020, the Kansas Department for Children and Families received two anonymous calls about Olivia. The first said Howard struck her leg with force that could cause serious harm. The second said Jackie used physical force. Social workers visited, found no visible marks, and the caller withdrew their statement. The department closed the case citing insufficient evidence. Olivia remained in the home. The system had failed for the first time. Elizabeth was devastated but refused to give up. She had no custody rights, so she kept calling. The pandemic made everything harder. In-person visits became difficult. Elizabeth had not seen Olivia since March because Howard and Jackie cut off contact. In June 2020, Elizabeth called again, reporting Jackie's self-harm posts and Howard's substance use. The department classified this as family in need of assessment, a less urgent response requiring up to 7 days. Howard and Jackie claimed they were out of state, so an in-person visit was impossible. On June 30th, 2020, 10 days before Olivia's death, a social worker conducted a video call. Olivia appeared on screen, answering questions quietly. She said she was excited about the 4th of July. The worker noted she appeared in satisfactory condition. The call lasted minutes. The worker closed the laptop and checked a box. Child safe. Elizabeth was furious about the video call, demanding to know how it could replace an in-person visit. The department said procedures were followed. On July 7, 2020, Howard tested positive for THC. In Kansas, that alone is not grounds for removal. The case remained open with no urgent action. The agency had all the information: Elizabeth's warnings, Jackie's posts, Howard's test. No one connected the dots. 3 days later, Olivia was gone. At 8:30 a.m. on July 10, 2020, Howard reported Olivia missing. He claimed he woke at 6:30 a.m. to find her bedroom empty. An Amber Alert was issued, hundreds searched. Detectives noticed Howard was too calm, and his story kept changing. A neighbor reported seeing a silver SUV near a forest path at 7:30 a.m. Surveillance cameras showed Howard and Jackie leaving together at 7:15 a.m. and returning at 7:49 a.m., 34 minutes. At 5:30 p.m., officers found a path with flattened grass and broken branches. A patch of ground had been hastily covered. When they cleared the covering, they saw pink fabric, the Peppa Pig pajamas from the Amber Alert. One officer stopped, another turned away. The medical examiner confirmed Olivia died from blunt force trauma to the brain. Multiple healing injuries proved prolonged abuse. Howard and Jackie were arrested that evening. Other children testified about a dog crate, hours facing a wall, food deprivation, and forced soap consumption. Jackie received 31 years. Howard received 29 years. Olivia's death changed Kansas law. The video call loophole closed. Personal contact with children is now required. A memorial stands where Olivia was found, covered in pink balloons and flowers. She was 3.5. She hugged with her whole body. Her story saves lives.